got my EV suits. Short story, we're trying to stop the Tholians from blowing up a star on a star system. And for some reason, they're trying to blow up a star and destroy some descendants. So we had someone from the 27th century come back to the past. Okay, somebody's firing at me. Come back to the past and destroy a star, and that descendant came back to try to save his people, but obviously he succeeded because he's alive and the timeline hasn't changed. So obviously we succeed in some form. But I do like the Tholians. I mean, look how amazing they look. Their ships are really, really cool. They never showed them on any other TV shows or anything like that. So the Tholians look really cool. I mean, they're kind of crystalline, look like spiders. I can't fire for shit. But they look amazing. I mean, look at this ship. I do have a Tholian weapon. It's a crystal that fires. I think it have like a 1 second recharge, where the guns that I usually have like a 2 second, 3 second recharge rate. Let's see what's over here. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere. But this crystal is pretty powerful per se. But it is their weapon, so obviously it would hurt them. These Tholians are just so beautifully made. Just wildly firing. Go this way.
The bridge should be just ahead.
Okay, we just disintegrated him, so... But I had to put on these EV suits because, obviously the Tholians, environment is crystalline and they don't breathe oxygen, so I have to wear, my crew and I have to wear these EV suits to survive in their environment. So I do like the Tholians though. They are pretty cool. They're pretty powerful in their own right when they're not being the enemies. This is the queen supposedly. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the captain, the Tholian captain. And see, my inventory is full, so I can't stop and... Unless... I just do that very quickly. Okay. This is the Tox Uthat, which was in Star Trek The Next Generation. And we're probably going to have to fight the Tholians to come back. I do hate fighting the Tholians because they are pretty powerful and they do surround your ship in something called the Tholian web. And you can't escape for a couple seconds. Here they go. So this is my ship, the USS J.
Set a course for the riser system.
Okay, it looks like we're time traveling again to the 22nd century. So we're going back 180 years to the 22nd century. Ugh. This game is pretty cool because you do time travel quite a bit, which is pretty standard for Star Trek stories. There is a lot of time travel per se, as opposed to Star Wars. There's hardly any time travel. But Trek is known for its time travel stories, and they integrate time travel into their series. So, okay, this is the planet Risa, it looks like.
Risa, early 22nd century. Even the tourists won't be in this region for a few years yet. No one will be looking for the quantum phase inhibitor here. Not now, anyway. Let's try that cave up ahead. It looks like a good spot. Wow, rain on Risa? I guess they haven't installed the weather control systems yet.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. So it looks like we're gonna go this way.
We have to hide the device very well. I can't afford to let it fall into the wrong hands again. And the Vorgons are very persistent.
You're gonna actually bury?
No, that's too obvious. Anyone can find it there.
You're gonna bury an object. Dude.
That's better, but I still think it would be too easy to find.
I'm just basically going through the motions because they obviously have the spots.
That's it. Someone will find it in a few hundred years, but that's a different story for a different captain. Let's get back to your time. We need to check on the Nakul.
So that was Captain Picard. He does dig for it and finds the Toxu Thought.
Set
And
course for 2014.
this is kind of cool. So.
We need to get back to the Nakul.
Return the toxic tap, and we will let you live.
So he's dipping. I guess I'm gonna have to fight the Tholians on my own, which is not good because they are very powerful. And I do get destroyed once in a while. See, they surround you. See, this is the Tholian web that I was talking about, and they're gonna fucking catch me. And they caught me in it. It does drain your shield per se. Better get moving. Okay. My temporal drive. Oh, I guess he just disappeared.
This is Captain Walker of the USS Pasta.
That looks like a temporal ship.
What happened to our son? What did you do? I'm sure that will be a great comfort to our citizens as they freeze to death. You have done quite enough. Leave us alone. Time travelers and mind-intense Tholians. The whole lot of you can fall into a black hole. Now, go. We have to figure out how to save our people. And then we'll take steps to protect ourselves. Time is a weapon, and it will never be turned against us again.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker of the USS Vostok. I'm responding to an emergency temporal transmission from these space-time coordinates, but we are no longer detecting the source of these transmissions. Did you lose a time traveler?
Yes, Caldano's ship was damaged and he fell through a temporal portal.
I think you better come aboard while we resolve this. Prepare for transport.
Acknowledged. You gotta talk track. The last time we saw a temporal ship like this was on Star Trek Voyager. And Janeway and Seven of Nine were on that ship. The Relativity.
Greetings. It's nice to see you again. Not that you remember. We need to scan the continuum for Caldano. Would you care to assist me?
Okay, I'm jumping around in front of this guy.
Were you able to locate Caldano?
His ship is in the 22nd century, but these readings are strange.
Enter the temporal coordinates into the transporter.
I would love to see the rest of the ship. But this is the bridge. No life signs.
What happened with Caldano?
He's dead. And he looks like he's been dead for centuries.
No, this was meant to happen. Caldano went further back into the past than you knew. The NX-01 Enterprise, captained by Jonathan Archer, found his ship in the 22nd century, and his chief engineer activated Caldano's emergency temporal circuit, which returned the ship to its last known time, this one. But by the time that happened, Caldano had been dead for centuries. The Tox Utat is safe. It was found in the mid-24th century by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who destroyed it before it could be used to harm others.
And they're not cool. Is there anything we can do to help them?
Altering the past causes ripples. The effects move through time, shifting everything they touch, and it may take eons for all of them to be seen. The Nakul will survive, although their homeworld will be lost. They will become time travelers themselves, and their actions in the temporal Cold War shaped the galaxy you now know. There are some things you shouldn't change, that you can't change.
The temporal Cold War?
You could check Captain Archer's old logs for more information, but you will know all about it soon enough. You are entering a dangerous era in history. Time travel, like warp drive before it, will radically change your society. I'll see you again. We have a lot to do.
Farewell, Captain, and thank you. Okay, that was weird.
Cal Dano is dead, and the Nakul are angry. But at least the timeline has been preserved.
This is a sad day for the Federation. We failed to save the Nakul system, and our friend from the future, Caldano, is dead. I know you did everything you could. Sometimes, especially when we venture into time travel, things must play out a certain way. So at least the timeline has been preserved. Captain Picard can now find the Tox Uthat on Ryza in the 24th century. Still, let us mourn for Caldano and the Nakul people.
We have been contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of time travel. However, it's important we don't know too much about the future, so we have decided to designate one representative to learn what we need to know. Given your record, you were the logical choice. You were to rendezvous with the USS Postok. Her captain will give you a more thorough briefing upon arrival.
You know what? I need to take this stuff off my crew. Okay, so I have to go to... you do what you want, boy. So I have to go to... Where did he say to go? Travel to the Kanya system in the Delta Quadrant and rendezvous with the Pastak. In the Delta Quadrant? I get to go to the Delta Quadrant, motherfuckers! Where's the map? Necrotic Expanse. The Vodwar photos. No. I don't get where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm kind of lost. I'm in the Nakul system, so go to... Where did he say go? In the Delta Quadrant. Beta Quadrant, Beta Quadrant, Delta, Beta, Beta. Okay, I need to go back to the Beta Vulcan set there. This is, I think this is a, I acquired this somehow. I think this is a trans warp. Where I go faster than I normally would. Looks really good, cool. See, that was transwarp. I don't think I'd have it very long. Oh, quantum slipstream drive. That's what it was, the quantum slipstream drive. Okay. From Voyager. I guess we're utilizing that kind of technology now. It's kind of cool. I like it. It helps me go faster than normal. This is warp, by the way. This is what it looks like. Not too ostentatious. I wish the stars were a little bit brighter as you go by. Not quite the warp from Star Trek, the feature films, the recent feature films, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Trek Beyond. But, you know, it's like, it is what it is. It's fine. Okay, so I am here in the Vulcan system. This is, I think the Earth is over here. Yeah. Not quite sure where the fuck I'm supposed to go. I'm not going to New Kittimer, that's old. The Archer system? The Lando system? No, land. That system's a man, not a system. Okay, I'm not sure where the fuck I'm supposed to go, so let me come here to the mission journal. So I'm gonna get off here because I have a phone call. So thanks guys for watching.